There it is. Hey, it's Brian, just coming in before the beginning of this podcast to mention a few things. So you'll notice in the first part of the podcast, there's like a gap of about 5 seconds where there's no audio. And that's because the audio stopped recording and we didn't notice for about 10 minutes. Yeah, so we had to go back and record. So you'll notice we pick up and we're like, oh, what were we talking about? And there's some parts where we reference stuff that we talked about in the part that didn't get recorded. We recorded this episode live in Nashville when Patrick and Jem were visiting on their vacation back in April. I usually record these episodes about 2 to 3 months ahead of time in anticipation for certain things, just like this one. It's in anticipation for a Jurassic Park because this is a Michael Crichton property. A couple of show notes real quick. You'll notice that we mentioned that Jane Goodall is Josh Brolin's mom. We talk about Congo. Zaire became the Democratic Republic of Congo in 1997, a little bit after this movie. And we talk about hippos can't swim. And according to the interwebs, hippos cannot swim in the way most animals do. Instead, they use their limbs to propel themselves through the water. They walk or run along the bottom of the rivers or lakes. Their bones are dense and their bodies are heavy and can cause them to sink and make it difficult for them to swim or float. But they can hold their breath for an extended period of time. So that's how they're able to do that. I have another show note here that says Diamond from Titanic. I don't know what that means, but if I figure it out, I'll put it in the description. All right, guys, thank you so much for listening. Make sure to like and subscribe and tell all your friends. Follow, share for more podcast movie boarding. On this episode, Congo with Jem and Patrick. Ta-da.
The introduction.
Yeah, be like, hey, everybody, this is Bad Warrior Media.
Coming to you live.
This is our live episode all the way from Music City, guys.
That's right.
Totally missed it. Nashville, Tennessee. I was gonna say this is the first. Like I live here, so I do these from Nashville all the time.
right.
It'd be the other way if I did it in LA, which I've done 3 in LA. So you gotta find a new city to do it.
That's true. Why don't we just drive to another city?
Good, we could do it on the way to Memphis.
Ah, there you go. We could do a Memphis episode.
All right, so this episode is gonna be co-hosted by me and Patrick, is because the movie we're gonna see, me and Patrick have seen it before, and it's a certified banger.
Congo.
That's right.
Okay, so Jem has never seen this movie, and how do you feel, Pat, that if she's gonna like it?
I think that it's going to be similar reaction to Jurassic Park.
I got a feeling she's not going to like it at all.
Really? Is it scary? Why?
No, because it's like, you'll see.
Really?
Yeah. So, all right. So like we said, we're doing this live in Nashville. They're visiting and they've been so gracious to do this because we were out all day and now we're tired. So we don't want to go out anywhere.
That's
Although
right.
Yesterday we were out the whole day.
Yeah, we had to power through
today
it.
too.
Yeah, we were out all day too. Yeah. But we weren't as tired today as we were yesterday.
Well, Brian was tired today. We were tired yesterday.
Yeah.
That's right. The roles had reversed.
The roles had reversed. But once I get going, I'm fine. It's just like you said, like if you stop, then that's when
you feel it.
I feel it.
Mm-hmm.
So, like we said, the movie we're going to watch is called Congo. It was directed by Frank Marshall. Very, very popular name. The most popular thing about him, can you guess who he's married to? He's married to a very famous, sometimes controversial producer. As Star Wars fans, we would know who this producer is.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Kathleen Kennedy.
Kathleen Kennedy.
No.
The person who, quote unquote, ruined Star Wars. Although it was George Lucas who kind of started the ruining, but whatever. Right. Now you know who Kathleen Kennedy is.
Nope.
Well, you're not like a nerd like we are. But so this movie is the screenplay was by John Patrick Shanley. I have no idea who that is, but it's based on a novel by
Michael Crichton.
Flippin' Crichton.
Dun, dun, dun.
So he wrote the Jurassic Park movies. This is the third movie we're gonna do of Michael Crichton. Because for the dry one we did Twister, which he wrote the screenplay.
Oh,
Then we did
right.
Runaway, which he
Mhm.
wrote. No, he directed, I think, and wrote. And then this is Congo. So the reason I'm doing this is because in July, the new Jurassic Park movie is going to come out. So I want to get it for the... Are you guys excited for that one?
I'm a little excited, yeah.
Honestly,
I'm super excited.
that looks pretty... It looks pretty
Really?
cool. Yeah,
Okay,
it looks pretty cool.
To me, when I saw the trailer, it looked to me like Aliens was to Alien,
Okay.
where this is like a straight up like shoot 'em up action
Yeah.
film more
Yeah.
than the horror style that the original movie was, right? So I think that's how this film looks like, or that's how they made the trailer seem like, and I'm all in for
No,
it.
I got you. Yeah. Although there are some horror... It seems like there will be some horror elements because... Spoiler alert, I don't know if you guys want to know.
Well, we saw the trailer.
Okay, there's like genetically more genetically modified dinosaurs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because this is supposed to take place in one of the research labs where they ended up creating.
How many islands did they have? Like
Several. Yeah.
Like in the lore now.
Yeah.
Isla Nublar, Isla Sorna,
Mm-hmm.
the main island, like where they had Jurassic Park. Then the second one where they had Jurassic World.
Right.
Then the other one where they let like
Right.
the dinosaurs just like
Do we count New York as an island?
San Diego.
Well, it was filmed in San Diego. Oh, didn't it
It's like-
take place in story wise? Didn't it take place in New York though?
No, it was in San Diego.
Oh, San Diego.
Yeah.
Okay. Although it took place. Some of the film's scenes or shots were taken in Burbank, which is where I'm from.
May possibly be unliked opinion, but I think Jurassic Park is one of the great series out there.
I don't disagree.
I
don't disagree with you. It's top notch.
A lot of people don't like the other movies though. They like either the first one or,
Maybe 3 was the weakest one, I think.
3 probably was the weakest one, but the Jurassic World ones are pretty cool.
Yeah, they're good.
I guess that would be the logical progression of this, that you would start with the human cloning. Like that's what this has been said many times, but there's this YouTube channel that was like canceled as in like they didn't do stuff anymore. Not because they did anything weird, but now they're back. It's called Cracked, and they had this show called After Hours. And so they were talking about, and we can watch it later for research. I'm gonna bore Jem to death with all this stuff. But so they were talking about Jurassic Park and how like Engine is like an almost godly company. Like I think they said in the book, and have you read the book?
I have not read the book.
It's been a long time, but I think in the book they say that the animals have like a higher metabolism, or they grow faster, or something like that. But they basically argued that if that wasn't true, then that means from the time this movie was filmed, and we're thinking it's in our own timeline, right? Like 1992, 94
ish, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That they would have had to started cloning dinosaurs in like the 60s
in order for them to be as large as they are by that time. Mm-hmm.
And the amount of food that they would have to be bringing in, like so that was the other argument. Well, like okay, well they have a faster metabolism. Well, you just can't have that mass from just appear out of nothing,
right? So
they would have to be importing so much food for these animals to be able to grow that big. And so they were saying like either option is scary, to think that like Engine is like this godly, like maybe even magical company that was able to create like cloning,
right?
And I'm like, oh, that's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I heard something about their attempt to cloning humans.
Yes, well they did,
which is how they ended up trying, or at least this is like their first step, right, into trying to.
Because in what was it, Jurassic Park Dominion?
Did they say that they were trying to clone humans?
Well, the little girl in the second.
Oh, you're right.
The little girl was a clone.
You're right.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reason I didn't like it.
But then again, it wasn't so much Engine as it was that one physicist or that one scientist.
Wong.
No.
The woman that
the scientist, the mother, right?
The mother,
where she died, but she wanted to
make it possible.
Yeah. I'm not, you know what? That's a good question. I should probably do a little bit of research on that. I'm not sure, but I'm not 100%.
She wanted to clone herself to have a baby, but she also removed the DNA, part of the DNA that had the genetic disease in it.
And then she died.
And then she created basically like a perfectly healthy child. which
Correct.
was herself in essence.
A bratty child because she was a brat in the third one.
Right.
Yeah, but I mean a healthy
Yeah, but
child.
what teenager
You're
isn't?
not my real dad, Chris Pratt.
We were mentioning how the dinosaurs would look different.
Yes,
than
the
in real life.
dinosaurs, from my very limited knowledge of all this stuff,
Yeah.
that the dinosaurs look different in the movie, and the way they explain it is because they don't have all the gene sequencing.
Yes.
So they had to mix in with
Frogs.
bullfrog DNA.
Was it bullfrog or was it tree frog?
Oh, so a frog.
Hmm.
To make dino DNA.
Yes. Yes. That's how they said it too. Yes.
By the way, did you guys hear that they cloned dire wolves? Like they
Did they really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I didn't read about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, they brought a species back to life.
So they're trying to do that so they can bring like back woolly mammoths and I don't know.
Through the same concept of,
Yeah. It's the same thing. It's basically they did the same thing. So they don't have all the gene sequencing of a dire wolf. So what they did was that
they bred it with like a human.
so they the stuff that was missing, they put it with the wolves.
with a standard wolf.
With the standard wolf, yeah.
Oh, interesting. Oh, that's pretty cool.
So you heard about the dire wolf thing, right? That they cloned them.
I saw an article. Yeah, I didn't look at it, but I just looked at the title of the
it's
article.
like things that people from Harvard do. So I have no idea what's.
Right. And
It
you'll
was
never
really
see
cute.
a
I'll
practical
never-
application
I'll
of
never.
it.
It was super cute. It was like a husky puppy, an albino husky puppy. It
That's
was
a-
so cute.
But it was like bigger, right? I think just bigger.
It was just chubby.
Was
It
it
was
an
cute.
adult already by the time
Huh?
they made the announcement? Or
Yeah, by the
was it
time
like
they
a
made the
cub?
announcement, they're like teens, I think.
I have no idea.
Oh,
Like
wow.
in dog
Yes.
forms or dog years. That was pretty cool. So, Jem, you think this is one of your favorite movies, like Jurassic Park, right? Like the franchise.
Oh yeah, big time.
What do you like about it?
I
Because this came out before you were born.
yeah.
Me and Patrick, we lived it.
Mhm.
You lived in the dinosaur times. That's how old you are.
Oh,
Yes, I know.
That's another funny. I know we're talking about Jurassic Park more than Congo, but it ties in together.
I've never really appreciated dinosaurs that much until now.
Hmm.
So I guess it's just exciting for me now that I appreciate it. I love the characters and
It's pretty good characters.
it's just exciting and it's fun and it's thrilling because it's like something that we never got to experience in
And
person.
Who knows if we ever will?
So
VR
it's-
maybe.
It's really
Right.
it's really neat. So yeah.
And like we were, I don't know if we mentioned this, but if humans were around when dinosaurs were, like those types of dinosaurs, I know that as far as prehistoric animals like woolly mammoths and like saber-toothed tigers, humans were around while those. I think humans extinct like made woolly mammoths go
The
extinct.
dodo.
Well, like yeah, the dodos, but like
That one made itself extinct.
Yeah,
Yeah, that one.
dumb.
but
They're
like
dumb.
saber-toothed tigers, I think they said that humans were probably more than likely the ones that like for sustenance
Had a hand,
Yeah, had a hand
in its
like
extinction.
6,000 whatever years ago, but.
Mm.
Like every animal.
We wouldn't survive really. Like we were watching the Meg yesterday. Funny movie.
I love
Kind of
that
dumb.
movie. Yeah.
The Meg 2. Oh, it was the Meg 2, the Meganine, what did we say? Meg 2, the year 2. The Meg year 2.
The megalod. Nah, I don't remember.
The Meganine.
The-
Origins. X-Men Meg Origins. Like you would just have to stay out of the ocean. Like
Mhm.
you would not.
So humans would survive if they just stayed out of the ocean.
Yeah, but then they
that's
wouldn't
strictly with a megalodon.
But then also too, I don't know how wide their like territory was, but then you wouldn't have found the Americas. You wouldn't have found like all these other different
Right.
places unless you like go up and then like walk.
You have to take the long route all the way
Take the
to
long route.
Antarctica
Yeah.
and come
Like
back
well,
down through
basically
Russia.
like the nomads from Asia did. They took the Bering Strait from Russia and then like you were saying,
Right.
they would have to go the other way from Europe. I don't even think it connects. It probably does connect in the winter because it freezes over. That's how they got out to the Bering Strait. I'm assuming.
Possibly.
Again, I'm saying things that sound scientific, but it's literally like what I've read off of
Speculation.
ChatGPT. Hey, ChatGPT. But again, we went over this. Sorry, I didn't mean to. So we went over the plot real quick. Again, a tech company sends a team into the jungle to look for a lost expedition and a bunch of rare diamonds that they expect are going to be there. Basically like the lost city of El Dorado, but with diamonds.
Mhm.
That's going to power this new communications laser. So they enlist the help of a primatologist, which is played by Dylan Walsh. He came out on the show in the early 2000s, Nip Tuck. It's him and his little companion, gorilla.
Amy.
Amy, good gorilla. You'll get what I'm saying later on. And so then along the way they meet, it's the Congo. Congo's known for having gorillas.
Snakes.
So
and bugs.
and
And death.
And what is it called? And gorillas as in animals, and gorillas as in like fighters.
War fighters.
Guerrilleros.
Guerrillas. Yeah.
So then it stars also, like I said, Dylan Walsh, Laura Linney, Ernie Hudson from the Ghostbusters, Bruce Campbell from where, Jim?
Campbell Soup.
Yes, he is. They had a big rival. They were going to actually get Boy RD, not the chef, but the boy, the son, Boy RD Jr. He had a scheduling conflict. He was going to come out in the new Terminator movie. So, and then Tim Curry, the late great Tim Curry, and he plays a Romanian, and his accent is the best. Like anytime Tim Curry in a movie, steals the show. What's a movie that he Lost in New York, Home Alone?
That's where I know him from.
Yes, dude.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
I have not seen it.
He was actually the first. I think I might have mentioned this before. He was actually the first voice of the Joker in the Batman.
Was he really?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
But he was too scary. If you look at a clip of it, and he was also famously It.
Yes.
If you look at a clip of it, yeah, it is pretty creepy. Like the Joker that Mark Hamill did is more like
sinister, like kind of comical.
His is like, oh, this person's gonna murder me.
Yeah, I see. Yeah.
Now, this movie was made in the 90s, so you're gonna see a lot of technology that is peak technology for the 90s,
Like Jurassic.
But now it's like you need a laser to communicate. And it's like we have cell phones.
Right. Well, it's back then what may have been science fiction, and with our modern technology, it's just science.
It's just science.
Right.
That was the I think the Mission Impossible episode will come out first, but I did it with to me they're kids. They were born in the 2000s, and I think some of them was born like in the 2010s.
Wow.
Yikes.
And some of the technology in that movie, the first Mission Impossible, it's like peak technology, but you're like, why is that like that? Why is that laptop huge? Or like,
yes, yeah.
Or with the cell phone, like they didn't even have cell phones, or stuff like that. So I think you'll have a fun. I think myself is included, because we were talking about this, that you don't know the pain of dial-up internet.
Yeah.
Right.
Get off the phone, Mom.
Yeah.
Get off. I'm trying to download pictures of dinosaurs, man.
Because back then we did.
Yeah.
That was the thing. We were all obsessed when we were kids about
dinosaurs,
because Jurassic Park.
Fun fact, the Velociraptor is not really the Velociraptor. It's more like the Deinonychus. The real Velociraptor is more like a turkey.
Yes.
That's why they say.
Smaller.
It looks more like a giant turkey.
Fun fact, the T-Rex had arms that were so long that they dragged on the floor.
That is true.
Just kidding.
That was actually Theracenosaurus. Boom, got you guys. The one with the long nails.
Whoa.
They came out in the last
That one was really cool looking.
Yeah.
Oh, and I will say, seeing...
That's cool. Which, it's a bird. Which,
it's a bird.
Who knows? They do look like birds.
It's a plane.
Oh, so I will say, seeing the trailer for the new Jurassic World movie, they made the Spinosauruses...
aquatic.
Yeah, more
like
aquatic.
Crocodilian.
I don't know if they made them like more amphibian types, but definitely they were swimming in the water, which is pretty nice to see.
And going back just a tiny bit to what we were talking about, how they don't really look like the dinosaurs in the movie don't look like what they're supposed to, because we're getting new information like that most of them had feathers. It's particularly the T-Rex, or that the T-Rex actually couldn't run. I think the one that spits the acid, I don't think it had the fin or something like that. And
yes, the
Deinonychus? No,
the
Dilophosaurus.
Yes, yeah. Oh, dang it, you beat me. All right.
And a lot of people say I look like Newman, or like which is
Dennis.
Messed up, guys.
To me, he's known as Dennis.
Not,
if I see him, I go, oh, it's Dennis.
Not Newman.
No,
you probably know him. That's you, right? Newman.
Yeah, I think of him as Newman.
No, I honestly, I think of him as Al Toy's Barn from
yeah,
from Toy Story.
Yes.
And I hate it when I look at him. I'm like, I'm not there yet. Like, as far as like because he looks a lot older. But like,
Yeah.
I'm almost positive I'm the same age as he is when he did Jurassic Park. Almost positive that we're the same age.
Possibly.
Gosh,
Yeah.
the passage of time. Why didn't you guys tell me I was getting big? You guys are
Actually,
messed up.
interesting thing. I forgot his real name.
Wayne Knight.
Wayne Knight.
Wayne
Thank
Knight.
you. He. I saw an article because he had lost a lot of weight recently, and he said that it's been difficult for him in his acting career because people don't want to hire him anymore because he's not the same.
He's not the typecast.
It's interesting. I was like,
So he should have came out in this movie, but you will see that it seems, and I think you might agree, Pat. Hopefully you kind of saw it too, that they were trying to make like another Jurassic Park with this.
But it didn't go anywhere.
It didn't go anywhere. And this was around the time, if you remember too, that there was a bunch of monkey movies that came out. So there was this one, there was Dunstan Checks In, Mighty Joe Young. I think they had a King Kong remake or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, oh, monkeys are in, guys. Monkeys are in. Oh, the Planet of the Apes movie, I think came out like a couple.
Yeah.
The one with Marky Mark. And
That one was like 2000s.
that was terrible. That was a terrible movie.
I don't remember.
But that's another.
had a
monkey.
good ending though.
Okay, another question before we get into what's your, if you have a favorite monkey movie? I know mine.
I think
We just said it.
the only thing I'd watch is the Boomafoo.
The what?
Boomafoo. He's a monkey from a TV show.
That counts.
He was a lemur.
A lemur. Thank you.
Oh, the lemur from Madagascar.
No, it's
King Julian.
It's a kids TV show. I used
Yeah,
to watch.
that's exactly. It was. They called a
Ringtail lemur.
Ringtail lemur. Yes.
It's a kids show. You can.
Yeah. So essentially, they would go on adventures, and they have to go into the closet in order for them to be transported to somewhere else in the world. And so they even had this little jingle like, "We're going to the closet, we're going on a trip." And then they would walk into the closet, and next thing they know, it was almost like Monsters Inc.
Yeah.
They walk into the closet, and all of a sudden they're somewhere else.
I got you.
And then they go on these adventures, and then they have to come
It was
back.
cool.
Yes, it was. Yeah, good show.
My favorite monkey movie has to be the new versions of the
Planet of the
Planet
Apes.
of the Apes.
Oh, King Kong. That's a good monkey
King
movie.
Kong. Oh yeah.
Yes, it was.
King Kong versus Godzilla.
Godzilla.
Gojira.
Curious George.
Monkey. By the way, Curious George. Yes, the racist one. That's pretty funny. The OG original. Look it up, guys.
Really?
Oh yeah. Because he gets them in Africa, and the way that they pick like the African people, it's like
that's sad.
soups bad. Anyways, I think for me, the Planet of the Apes is probably my favorite, and I'm super scared of chimpanzees.
Really?
Yeah, even though I will never come in contact with one.
Why?
They go ape. No pun intended, but they go ape. So again, I'm saying things that are probably not true, but when monkeys attack, when they attack humans, they go for your soft parts. So being your face, your lips, your ears, and your. If you guys can't see, but I'm pointing to my, as Seinfeld said, your genitals. Now, again, am I ever going to be near a chimpanzee? Not in this lifetime, but
I would be more afraid of an orangutan than a chimpanzee.
I'd be more afraid of a gorilla. Hello.
Gorilla.
Or a gorilla. Yeah, that's scary. Those things are taller than you are sitting down.
there's a real quick before we get into the movie because it's late. But there's an interview that Josh Brolin, who played Thanos, did, and his mother had something to do with either caring for or
Wolves.
Gorillas or animals.
Or gorillas, yeah.
It was animals. And she might have been the one who like actually was the one that went to the Congo. I don't know. I'll look it up and I'll put it in the show notes. But he said that there's one particular instance they were having trouble getting this gorilla into this enclosure. So they called her and they said like, we need you to put this gorilla in the enclosure. And he was saying that, his mom's from Texas. She's like a no nonsense kind of woman, very strong and tenacious. So she gets there and the gorilla doesn't go in the enclosure. She says, let me in, open the gate and I'll get him. And they're like, are you serious? Like it's a gorilla. It's like, open the gate. Brolin says that she walks in. The gorilla starts charging at her and doing the old like pounding their chest, showing the dominance. And she goes, stop it. Like just yells at him and he like stops and she's like, get in the enclosure. The gorilla gets in the enclosure. And he said like, I think Josh Brolin says that he was there when that happened. He's like, and you can see like the shock on the gorilla's face. Like you're talking to me like that. And then like, he just like walks in and it's like, he was like, and it's funny because I know that voice from my mom as a kid, and it's like
him too.
It's like mom is universal. Like, when mom says like stop it, you stop it, even for like a private.
That's great.
Alrighty, you guys ready to watch this movie?
Woo woo, let's go.
And here we go.
With Congo from 1994? 1995 Congo. Hopefully that recorded too. Hi everybody, this is the movie hour with Jim Araya. Middle name redacted. What's your middle name?
You know my middle name.
I do. I did.
It starts with a D.
Denise.
Yeah, there you go.
D nice. This is day number 3 of your journey into Nashville.
Yeah.
We were gonna finish this yesterday, but it got late, and for us to talk that loud in an apartment is kind of difficult. But also, we started watching, Pat. What did we start watching yesterday instead of finishing the podcast?
Love on the Spectrum.
Love on the Spectrum. It's a spectrum of love. By the way, I'm recording.
Blah.
That's Jem, everybody. Jem, or as Patrick. Oh no, I was gonna say as Jem Pat calls Patrick, BB. Now, Patrick, this movie, you said we know that you've seen it, but as we were watching it, you were like, I don't remember much of what happened.
Yes, I saw it basically when it came out
in 1995,
way back long ago, and I don't believe that I've seen it. I know we rented it because my mom liked it, so we rented it out, and I haven't seen it since. So it's been like 20 years, more than 20 years.
Really?
Yeah.
The way I understood it when you were, and it probably wasn't your fault, it was my fault, that you had seen it like since then.
No, I have not. No. So it was almost like watching it
for the first time.
For the first time.
For the very first
Minus a few images that for some reason were like burned into my brain, and then like certain scenes just kind of like brought me back.
What were some of those things that kind of burned into your head?
For sure, it was some of the tribal people, the natives, that had like almost like a talk on their skin.
The ghost tribe.
The ghost tribe. That's right. So I remember them very clearly, and I very clearly remember the gray gorilla like creatures that were in the volcano as the volcano was erupting, and they're in a shootout. And the volcano was erupting. It was just this chaotic scene, and that's for some reason that's what stuck in my mind.
Now, Jem, this was your first time viewing this, and naturally you did this yesterday when you did it as a question, but you got it correct. Like you were like, let me summarize the movie. So can you redo that for us? Because you did it. You basically got it.
Basically, hold on, let me remember what I.
That was 8 hours ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
More than.
So there was a rich Romanian guy and a company that was both going to find these diamonds in a volcanic area of Africa in the Congo. They show up, and there's these monsters that are actually just gray gorillas.
Yeah.
That were trained by humans to protect the diamonds, and they eventually turned on the humans and became like these human-eating machines. And the people came into contact with them. It was bloody. A lot of people died, and then 3 people got out after the 11 went in.
Was it 3?
Mm-hmm.
It was only 3?
Mm-hmm.
It was 3.
Mm-hmm. And all the gray gorillas died when the volcano exploded.
And they all started jumping into the lava for some reason.
But
Right.
Amy survived, and she turns out she's a silverback gorilla, so she went back with her people.
And she went back with that large male. Fun fact about the silverback gorillas that I told you guys yesterday.
Yes.
That they have the smallest peen out of all the great apes. I found that fascinating. It's like 3 to 5 centimeters.
I hope you don't include that.
I'm going to leave it in.
Oh my God.
There's nothing wrong with it. That's scientific. That's science.
That's science.
It's science.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, Jem, did you like the movie? Was it the greatest movie of all time, as we said it was?
No, it wasn't, but it was interesting. It was kind of thrilling in the sense that it was like Jurassic Park, like it keeps you on your toes, so that was good. But I don't know, it was a little too much gore for me personally, but you know,
Not enough for me. It
Yeah.
really wasn't.
Yeah.
but it was fine.
Well, the one part that was the goriest was when
The Romanian guy.
Oh no, not even that.
Not him.
Because they cut to, for me, it wasn't that gore because they cut away when like they start hitting him. But when the gorilla kills Claude,
Oh yeah,
and he
throws
throws
his
the
head.
head.
Yeah, that was sad. And the eyeball in the beginning.
Although Jurassic Park was almost as bad, right?
I think it was worse,
The
yeah.
guy got it really nasty in the toilet.
And then Sam
yeah,
Jackson
but it
with
was
his
more
hand.
of like a comedy thing of him in the toilet. You know what I mean?
That's
It wasn't
true.
like.
And he was a lawyer, so I guess we're not supposed to sympathize.
So we were okay with it.
The only one agree with me is the blood-sucking lawyer.
Yeah.
What stood out for you as far as like all the 90s tech that was like the peak of technology in this movie? Because this movie is like what you said, that you trying to get these diamonds to power a laser.
Mm-hmm.
You guys can't see, but I'm doing the Austin Power air quotes.
Right.
What were some of the technologies that you're like, oh, that's not even really that advanced anymore?
When she was using the like small satellite dish to connect on her computer with the guy
Yeah.
from her office, I thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah, we can do that with our phones now.
Mm-hmm.
Video conferencing calls.
And we don't need a satellite dish that breaks when it's
And then
knocked over.
I was saying that when the good gorilla, Amy, broke the satellite, it just like tipped over and then like broke in a bunch of pieces.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like it should have been at least a little bit more sturdy, I guess.
That was their primary source of
food.
income, right? Was selling those dishes or selling the service.
Yeah.
Well, also
Right.
too, they could have like put pins, kind of like how they make for tents. You put a pin in the ground
Yeah.
and you stake it down. That way, like, because I'm sure there's wind, and they could have thought of that
That's
ahead
true.
of time.
Yeah, but you also have to adapt. Like you have to change the angle of the dish depending on where their satellite. Well, then again, if you're looking at the speed of a satellite, like it would be in constant motion. Interesting topic. But I will say that in that subject, they only had the one satellite where they were able to communicate, and that was like cutting edge technology. Where now we have thousands upon thousands of satellites in the air to allow, over the air telecommunications.
And most of the satellites are, I mean, they were like that in the movie, but most of the satellites are for private companies. It's not like government or like military. Mm-hmm. And it's just like not for like government purposes or military, like it's like for to get our direct TV or something like that.
Right.
Like, I need to watch my UFC, guys.
Right.
Put a satellite. And then like now, the aerospace is
Cluttered.
yeah, cluttered and also privatized.
Yeah.
So a correction, we looked this up during the
I was going to mention that.
the podcast. You can mention about the dinosaurs, but I was going to say about that Josh Brolin's mom is Jane Goodall. I was like, I think she might have worked with the gorillas. Like, no, she was the one that did all that.
She was the gorilla lady.
She was the gorilla lady, and she worked with also. You did say wolves. And I was like, I don't know if she did.
Yeah, she did.
But she did.
Yeah, I remember Josh Brolin telling the story of him tending to wolves while he was very
Oh,
little.
okay,
and he
okay.
said
So
that may have been a bit reckless from his mother. Yeah, but another correction also, we had to look it up because somehow we ended up into the subject of My Book of Bible Stories, the book.
Yeah.
And
you weren't there for
the
that.
possible destruction of the dinosaurs, and how in the later books that image was cropped out to no longer include what
Dinosaurs.
looked like a Tyrannosaurus Rex in the image.
Mm-hmm.
And then the dinosaurs that the prehistoric animals, so to speak, I guess, that
Right.
were in the photo, we looked them up and they're like, oh yeah, they were alive when humans were
like
alive.
they had like the
woolly
mammoth and things
and then
like that.
the
Some sort of
tiger.
saber-tooth tiger
And then
looking thing, right?
And then squirrels. There was like a little squirrel in there.
Right. So we looked it up, and it turns out that both the Tyrannosaurus Rex and the Velociraptor were both during the late stage of the Cretaceous period,
Cretaceous.
right? Not in Jurassic.
Well, and also too, like humans wouldn't last with dinosaurs like that, so it makes sense that like dinosaurs would have came first and then humans.
Way before us, yeah.
Yeah.
Incendiary arrows or something. I don't know.
Because I mean, they're so much bigger than humans.
More technology.
Yeah, let's just adapt our technology. This is what mankind tends to do.
Yeah. So what were some things that you enjoyed about the movie, Jem? Did you enjoy Amy, the little
Yeah,
gorilla?
I thought Amy was cute, and I liked the friendship that was developing between Amy's trainer, I forgot his name, and the blonde girl, which is the other main character.
Laura Linney. I don't know. Karen Ross.
Yeah, I liked that friendship because even at a certain point, like when they ended up finding her ex-fiance or whatever, like she turned to him for comfort.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that was nice seeing that friendship get to that point where you could, from like being irritated and like having quippy remarks to like having an actual friendship. I thought that was nice.
Yeah, and then you mentioned the Karen Ross's ex-fiance, which was Bruce Campbell, which of course, as we know, is the heir to the Campbell fortune. Right. But he was in the movie, and he was on the very first expedition to go to Congo, or Zaire, as they...
Yes.
Well, first it was Zaire, then it was Congo. To look for the diamonds, but he died. And then you find out... I don't know if we found out, like, in the first scene with Travis, the owner of the telecom company, or later, that it's his son.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he was, like, not even upset that he died.
I know, she's like, well, your son died, and he's like, but what happened to the diamonds? And she's like, are you serious? So she ended up destroying it, which she's like, this is for you, Charlie, which I appreciate, you know? But it just shows like what money can do to like, it can literally crowd out your love for your family. You know what I mean?
Like at the end, she was like, I'm sorry to tell you that your son died. And he like yells at her, did you get the diamonds? And she's like, oh, it's like that, huh?
Yeah.
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah. What did she say?
She said, if I ever found out that that you were in this for the diamonds and not for your son, then I will make you pay,
sorry.
or I'll make you sorry, right?
And she killed it. She killed that satellite.
Oh yeah.
Now, within the first, I think 3 or 4 seconds of, so that's part of Karen Ross's mission. The trainer and Amy is to get her back into the Congo. Like they're going to set her free. Mm-hmm. And one of the reasons is that she keeps having nightmares and drawing these pictures. So they're like, oh, she wants to go back home. And the pictures are of
the jungle.
The jungle and the temple.
Yeah,
the eye where the gorillas were that protected all the diamonds. Uh-huh. Now, I'm assuming that this training had been going on for years, right? Right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then she was drawing these paintings for years. And then he has like an epiphany. And he's like, what is this starting to look like?
Yeah.
And like there's paintings everywhere. And we were all like, or specifically you were like, it looks like a jungle. Like, how did you not notice that she wanted to go back to the jungle within like the first 10 seconds of being with Amy?
Yeah.
Did Amy look, and that was the other thing you said pretty quickly off the bat. You asked if that was a gorilla or was it somebody in a suit?
Yeah.
What was your conclusion?
I don't know.
What if you had to guess?
I guess a person in a suit.
It was a person in a suit.
Yeah.
All the gorillas. Which the people who did those costumes was Sam Winston Studios, which is the ones that did like all the Star Wars and like Alien and stuff like that.
Did they also do George of the Jungle?
They might have.
That's what I thought about.
Yeah,
I thought about George of the Jungle and the characters in that movie, and they had a very similar look to them and behavior.
So when I saw it when I was a kid, I thought it was a legit gorilla, and now that I look at it, I'm like, oh, it's so fake.
Right.
But it didn't take away from it really to me.
No, because they still made her like run
really
like an ape, and it didn't. Yeah, they did a good job of at least simulating as best they could.
The gray ones, though, yeah, that was more human-like. But Amy was pretty good.
The gray ones, I don't know. Like they mentioned, that they like bred them that way.
Yes.
I mean, they made them aggressive, but because they were gray, they were like disfigured in their face. They were bigger and stronger than regular apes. I wonder what the size. No, I'm joking. And once again, Tim
This
Curry.
has now changed from a TV 14 to TV mature podcast.
Oh, okay. And that was the other thing that we mentioned, and I looked it up. This was not filmed in Africa.
Oh, really? Hawaii?
Hawaii?
Yep.
Again,
Where all the movies are filmed.
Jurassic Park, right? Mm-hmm. Costa Rica, and then oh, dude, I already said the part when they were getting on the smaller plane, the DC-9, that I was like, oh, you know.
Oh yes, yes.
I was like, that looks like Vasquez Rocks.
Yeah.
Really?
Santa Clarita.
No way.
Oh,
Wow.
Okay. All right.
Okay, and then the Traviscom headquarters that I said looked like the Sherman Oaks.
It was that?
No, it was Pasadena.
Oh.
Pasadena.
I don't know where it would be.
I don't know.
Maybe the Galleria. I mean, this was in the 90s, so maybe it was something different. Maybe the Pasadena Galleria?
They don't have one.
Or like the mall that they have.
The mall?
Yeah.
They could
No,
have
because
dressed
it's like a.
Because part of it did look CGI, but like one of the buildings looked.
No, I don't think so.
So they never went to Africa. Cheap.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it could have also been partially due to the actual reasons in the movie, because of
True.
political reasons.
Yeah,
during the
unrest.
90s.
Yeah, a lot of wars going
Well,
on.
because that was one of the main things of how they couldn't get into Zaire, because they were like, oh, the regimes are changing, and then there's like a conflict. There's like,
There's a power struggle.
There's a power struggle, and I'm like,
Right.
you mean there's still a power struggle in that area? What else were some things that you took away from this movie? I have a couple of things that we'll talk about later. Pat, I know you got notes.
Yes, I do. I like the idea. I didn't know how effective this would be, but then thinking about it, I'm like, yeah, this is actually true. Them shooting the flare gun out of the airplane
For the heat-seeking
for
missiles.
the heat-seeking rockets.
Yeah.
Yeah, which was a pretty great idea. I'm like, oh, maybe I should carry some flare guns around with
Yeah.
me.
I could see also too, like the comparisons to make with, and again, we're going back to Jurassic Park,
Yeah.
because it was like she was basically Laura Dern. That
Yes.
it's basically the same name.
Yeah.
Was it what does Jeff Goldblum say in the Jurassic Park about Laura Dern? Tenacious. She's very tenacious.
Yes.
Like, you have no idea.
Uh-huh.
Well, she was. Her character was former CIA. The deadliest animal other than mosquitoes in Africa.
Hippo.
Hippo. That hippo scene was crazy.
Mm.
I'll show it to you later, but there's a scene. There's a viral video of a boat like that being chased by a hippo, and it's insane how fast the hippos can. Because hippos can't swim.
No, they walk under the water.
They can't float and they can't swim, or they can't swim at least. But in order to chase somebody, you have to like move. Like yeah, hippos can't swim because they're too big, and also like they have little. So what they
Little
do,
legs.
what they do is they'll like sink to the bottom, and it's a river, so it's not like that deep.
Right.
And then they'll push themselves off.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what's the? Well, I guess we'll move into biology
They
here.
move through the water by walking, galloping, or bouncing along the riverbed using their legs to propel themselves.
Or maybe
Interesting.
that's the way that they move, and not necessarily that they can't swim.
Interesting.
No, it says online that they
Yeah,
generally
but they
can't
must
swim.
have buoyancy in order for them to stay afloat.
But hippos are stupid scary. All right.
Ugly woman.
So the diamonds, they actually do find that city, and it turns out Tim Curry was
The Zinj.
Singe
Yeah.
Sin-
was correct. Now I looked it up because those huge diamonds that were crazy.
I'm sure it's real.
So there are diamonds that were actually that big.
Yeah, makes
But
sense.
not many. But the last diamond, they I looked it up, or using ChatGPT.
Unearthed.
Basically, that last diamond at the end that was in the laser that they used to kill all the gorillas, and then Karen was like, just throw it. It was like 2 to 3 centimeters wide, and it said it was probably about like 100 carats.
Wow.
It would be like $50 million.
Wow.
One of those, and there was
Where's Kim K at?
hundreds.
So in
spend all
relation
her
to
money.
like
Yeah.
the dumbest mistakes anyone has ever done in a movie, this comes first. Second would be the lady in the Titanic.
Throwing the $80 million.
Yeah, right? Because if you're saying that one's valued more, that's a
Yeah.
bigger mistake.
Yeah. And that was a blue. So the blue one, yeah.
Yeah. She could have just pawned that.
She could have.
And then just
I mean, it would cause a lot of red flags. You would have to go to like some shady bank in like the Cayman Islands or something.
but it could be done.
It could be done.
Yeah. You
Like, I know a
could
guy.
do it. You have the money now.
All right, so the last thing I want to talk about is the MCCU, baby. The Michael Crichton Cinematic Universe. Did you write any notes about this, Pat?
I have a couple things in my head right here.
So there was So comparing to this to Congo, I came up with it, and you guys thought it was dumb because it probably is. That Engine is the main company, and Travicom, which is in this one,
It's a subsidiary.
is a subsidiary, and the same one with the one in Westworld where they do all the robotics. And then the time traveling company, maybe that's how they got the dinosaurs, through time travel and not actually through science. Which would actually, that's kind of dumb because time travel is probably a lot harder than cloning. Actually, no, I know that it is.
Yeah, it would be. But also, then they wouldn't have cheap imitations of dinosaurs. They would have the actual thing.
That would have the actual thing, okay. So maybe timeline doesn't work yet, but
Right.
Sarah Harding was in Jurassic Park 2. Joe Harding was in Twister. Maybe they're like related or something. Now I don't know
Vincent
if
Vega and
the other guy from
the
Pulp
other
Fiction.
the other Vega.
The other Vega. Not all of these work, but I think some of them do. Just basically, it's just like a technology company, a conglomerate that has godlike powers.
Possibly.
Yeah.
We should see if like we can put something like that online and see if we can get a following and then actually create an MCCU.
An MCCU or IRP, Michael
Yeah.
Crichton. The Sphere. I don't remember what that movie was about. Ocean aliens.
It was like, if I don't think I saw it, but I remember the trailers, and it was something about like teleportation. Was it when they go through the sphere, they end up somewhere else? I think, I believe. But then, how would we bring the Andromeda strain into this?
Well, that would be the very first one, right?
Why?
Just because it came out the earliest.
But they don't have to be written in sequence.
No. So an alien virus, right?
Yes.
Maybe that's how they got the technology to like
maybe that's what mutated into gray gorillas.
gray gorillas.
Huh?
Okay.
No, but
Mutation.
if I remember correctly, it landed somewhere like in Arizona or something like that, right? So it was here in the States.
Now, did they get any other than the virus? Did they get anything else from the aliens?
No.
Right?
No.
So maybe secretly they found some alien tech, which led them to the advancements to be able to clone. Or maybe the story was also too. Okay, how about this? InGen actually found the diamonds a long time ago, which funded their technology,
The research.
and then with that research, they made gorillas to protect them, and they just made this story so people wouldn't go there.
But why would they make old buildings? Wouldn't they make?
Well, in Zaire, they would made it just so it like seemed like a story, like so people wouldn't know where they got the diamonds from. Look, it's not. I'm brainstorming. It doesn't all fit into the MCCU.
We'll rewrite some of his
Yeah,
books.
we're gonna have to like.
We'll make it work. We'll force it.
We'll force it. I really enjoy this movie. I think it's a good bad movie.
It is a good movie. Oh, one last thing also that I think, was it you that pointed out, Jem, about
What?
the hot air balloon at the end?
Oh yeah, how do
about it?
hot air balloons?
Because the whole reason why they ended up so far away from their landing zone was because they got shot down.
Yes.
Right, and they had to evacuate, and their plane got shot down. So there's still turmoil in the country, right?
They're not clear.
Right, but also I noticed that Cypher, I say Cypher because the Matrix.
Yeah.
He says, "Oh, we got everything but the air balloon," but yet at the end they had the air balloon.
Yeah.
And
So
she said,
what
"Oh, that's
happened?
fine. We don't need it."
Yeah. Okay. So they had the air balloon. Okay. What happened there? All right. That's another thing. All right.
I know the answer to that one because in the plane she went on, they didn't need it, but the plane that they got the air balloon from was the second one
Maybe it
that
was
the
the second
company
one.
sent out for her, and they probably included
They
that on
carry
the plane.
supplies.
Maybe it was a
Possibly.
second plane and they just cut out the scene.
That's why she said like go back and check for
No, I mean,
whatever.
yeah.
And then he
Possibly.
found the air balloon.
There was a second plane. What I meant was like maybe there was a talk of like, oh, go check to see what they got there, but they just cut out that scene.
Possibly. Okay.
No, she mentioned that at some
she
point.
did?
She did, yeah. She said go check to see if there's any. I think she said flares or something in the plane, and then I'm gonna go do something else. So he checked, and that's probably where he got the air balloon.
Okay.
That's a big piece of tech, like gear to, I don't know, to carry with one person.
It was Ernie. Was it Ernie Hudson that went to go check?
I don't know.
It might have been because the other guy was with the gorilla, and
Right.
Karen was calling Travis on the satellite. So
Right.
what I'm saying is Ernie Hudson's he's swole.
Right.
My guy's swole, even at 70.
So the second the question that we had was, what was their escape plan?
Yes.
Right? Like if they wanted to leave on the airplane, on the hot air balloon, sorry, right? Then they would also have to travel through Zaire's
Same
airspace
place.
that was full of anti-air missiles, rockets.
Heat-seeking missiles, and they're in a hot air balloon.
And they're in a hot air balloon, right? So unless they brought a ton of flares with them to shoot down every single like rocket that's coming in their way,
and we were talking about that. We were like, well, how do they steer? And it's just basically like wherever the wind takes you, basically.
yeah. So we had to look that up, and so for those that are interested, there's different air flows depending on the elevation that you go to, and therefore in order for you to navigate an air balloon in the direction that you want it to go, you basically ascend or descend the balloon into different airflows, and depending which one takes you that direction that you want to go in your desired direction, that's where you stay. So you're constantly changing elevations to maneuver, which is kind of like a trial and error kind of thing.
So the
you're
movie,
just trusting the wind.
How could I say this? That ending could have been the first act, and then the last act was just them trying to escape.
Yeah,
probably getting shot down.
Give it another hour of the movie of them trying to navigate airspace. Like, how do you figure this out? I don't know, but you're going in the wrong direction. There's a rocket coming. Dodge it.
And it'd be
Do
funny,
a barrel roll.
like if, I don't know for how long they were in the air, and like it send them north to like Algeria and like
Right.
like all those countries that are like war torn, and they get shot again too.
Yeah, interesting. But good movie. I loved it very much.
I found it to be surprisingly funny too,
It had a couple moments.
because
Yeah,
I
it
think
had
Amy
funny
was
moments.
the comic relief.
Yeah,
And-
she was good.
and so was Tim Curry. Man, that guy's awesome.
Yeah, he's good.
Police, I must get to the. And we were saying his accent. He was supposed to be Romanian, but his accent was like Spanish at some point, and like Eastern European. It was all over the place, and then British at some point too. Like
Well, because he is British.
he would revert to British to his
Right.
Brit accent.
Right.
But he was
some
just-
moments were believable. There were certain times where I said,
Police, sir.
I believe it. Yeah,
It was
but
like
other
Russian,
yeah, right.
He tried.
I mean, he's one of the best. And do bundle up, sir. It's a bit do bundle up, miss. It's a bit
bundle up,
nippy. It's a bit nippy outside. Alrighty then, guys. Let's we got a big day ahead of us. We're gonna find King Solomon's gold,
Yes, sir.
or sorry, diamonds.
Diamonds, big ones.
And we're gonna make
Big
our own.
ones.
We're gonna make our own chocolate bars, apparently.
Woo woo. Goo goos.
So thank you for everybody for joining us on this episode of, what's your podcast name again?
Okay, movie boarding. On a scale of 1 to 5, how many movie boards? Being that like the more movie boards is bad, like more torture.
Oh, so you want to award the movies depending. Okay, all right. I
So
can do this.
0
Okay,
movie
so
boards is like you enjoyed it. Like 5 is it was terrible and I hated it.
You
Can
don't
I
want
go?
you don't want to go backwards.
Can
you don't
I
wanna
go?
do
Because like boarding is like torture. So like the more torture. the less-
you're trying. Oh, waterboarding.
Yeah,
Okay,
waterboarding.
Can I
got it.
go?
Movie
Can I go?
Did you
boarding.
get that?
Yes.
That's why it's called movie boarding.
Can I go?
But I thought you were trying to show. I thought the objective of this podcast was to show your guests
Movies.
how great the movies were that were
Not
nostalgic.
necessarily.
Well, and they are. For me, they are, but they probably hate them.
Okay.
Okay.
Not necessarily, but I want to go first.
Yeah.
Does Twisters count?
As what?
One of the movies, or not really?
Yeah, I mean, I've talked about a bunch of that. Was one of the first times we did it.
Oh, so you want to go through all the films that we've seen?
That's what you asked,
Okay.
right?
No, like on this one, which like on a scale of 1 to 5.
Congo.
Oh, on this one.
Like, so
I,
it's a reverse scale. So like 5 is like terrible.
Yeah.
1 is really good.
I'd give it a 3, and BB's Kids a 5.
Oh yeah, I know that you hated that one.
Yeah,
You got movie boarded big time on that one.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's also Bebe's Kids. How dare you?
It's
Baby,
Bebe's
BB,
Kids.
baby, whatever.
What about you, Pat?
Okay,
Did you
so-
enjoy it?
I enjoyed it very much. I was expecting a little bit more.
Action,
No, I guess science.
more thrills, more thriller,
No, more science.
more science.
Yeah, but I didn't. I mean, I enjoyed it very much still. But for some reason, I expect Michael Crichton, because I've read some of his books and they're very technical sometimes, and when it comes to the sciences, and I guess maybe it doesn't translate as well in a movie format.
Yeah.
But I would say I would give this one between a scale of 1 to 5 movie boards. I'll give it a 3 movie boards. I enjoyed it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Middle of the road.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say a 2. I love this one.
Yeah.
It's so bad, but I love it. Now I don't remember. Was this a book or was he just writing the screenplay? It was a book.
No,
right?
this is a book. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Pat, hit us with that outro again.
Oh, all right. What was it called again? Waterboarding?
Movie boarding.
Movie boarding. Well, thank you so much for joining us on this last episode of Movie Boarding. Hope you guys can join us on the next episode. And you can't click, but you could definitely still subscribe.
Well, they can't click on my YouTube because I put this on YouTube.
Okay,
as well.
so go to YouTube and definitely subscribe.
Like, subscribe, hit that bell, and make sure to comment, guys. So trying to get out the ghetto.
Zooey mama.
Or you could just not expect us to tell you. You could just check yourself every week. Just check every Monday.
Yeah, check every
You could do it.
Or you can just turn on your notifications.
No, you're an adult. Check every Monday. And see if there's a new episode.
Also, my cooking episodes on Instagram. Kingston Hannibal. I used to be a cook, guys. That's why.
It's a good one. Yeah.
I'm not like those people like, hey, I'm an internet chef. Like, no, that was my profession.
Yes.
You're not Nick D. Giovanni.
I don't know who that is.
Well, he's retired now, though.
Oh yeah, I hung up my jersey.
Yeah, he's. I
hung up my Crocs and my chef's coat.
And those that can't do, teach.
And I could do, but towards the end it got hard.
Yeah, he's like, I don't want to anymore.
I don't want to anymore. Alrighty then. Maybe we'll do a cooking movie, not with you guys, but
I would love that.
Oh yeah, maybe, I don't know. All right, I know we're gonna record another one maybe later, hopefully.
Yes.
Alrighty then, we're gonna go vacation in Nashville. Well, they are, but not me.
Yes. Until next time.
This has been Movie Boarding with Jim, Patrick, and Brian.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, or BB, and I don't know what you, babe.
Beavers.
Beavers. Oh, that's right. You do call her Beavers.
BB and Beavers.
BB.